Hi, it's Josh from Riggs Fitness. In this Mobility at Home series video, we're going to be looking at a full body follow along foam rolling routine. So why is it important to foam roll? It's a sort of question where if you ask different people, you'll get different answers. One of the biggest misconceptions is that foam rolling breaks down scar tissue or adhesions within your muscles. In reality, if our soft tissues in our body were that soft, then putting a bar on our back would prove problematic. What is more likely to be happening is that foam rolling is inhibiting overactive neuromyofascial tissues through stimulating mechanoreceptors within our muscles. Regardless of the exact mechanism being used, it's widely accepted that foam rolling should be included as part of a comprehensive mobility routine. When rolling, we do not want to be in significant pain. We want to be promoting rest and recovery and parasympathetic nervous system dominance. So if we're looking at an arbitrary 1 to 10 scale, we want to be at about a 5 out of 10 level of discomfort. This foam rolling routine can be used as a standalone recovery session, or it should be used after a tough training session. In this video, we're going to be looking at 5 different areas within our body and spend some time foam rolling them. We're going to look at our calves, our hamstrings, our quads, our glutes, and our T-spine, so our mid to upper back. We're going to spend 45 seconds rolling each area. We're going to begin with the calf, so grab the foam roller that you've probably got by your side, and we're going to pop that underneath our leg. We'll start with our left-hand side, and we want to start with that roller just above our heel. We can have our other leg just out to the side, providing us with a base of support, and then we're just going to pop up onto our hands and start rolling between the heel and the back of our knee. If you notice, I'm angling my foot outward and inward just to make sure I'm hitting the muscle from different angles. If this is feeling too comfortable, we can begin to hook our other leg over, allowing us to provide some more downward pressure into that roller. Once you've found the sore areas, you want to spend some time on that area in particular. We want to be making sure we're internally and externally rotating and really getting into that muscle. For some, it might be nearer the heel. For others of you, we want to be looking at sort of outside muscle belly that's just below our knee. We're going to spend a few more seconds rolling on this left side, and then we're going to switch over to that right side. So pop that roller, start again just above the heel on the right foot, hook that left leg over if it is feeling too easy, and get rolling between the knee and heel on the back side of that leg, getting into your calf, getting into our soleus muscle and our gastrocnemius. Once you've found that sore area, spend some time internally and externally rotating at the foot. Put some more downward pressure with your other leg if you can, all the while just trying to keep your bum off the floor, supporting yourself with your hands. A few more seconds to go on this one, guys. Just keep rolling, find the soft areas, and then we're going to move up to our hamstring. So we're now looking at the back of the leg, knee to the bottom of your bum. So start position for this. Again, the other foot's going to come out as a base of support, and we're just going to lift our bum off the floor using our hands and start rolling. Same principles as the calf. We want to find where feels sore and spend the majority of our time on those sore areas, taking about 45 seconds per leg, per muscle. Might be you want to internally rotate that foot and just get into those hamstring fibers that are linking into the adductors, or it might be nearer down the knee. Again, just find a sore area, spend the time rolling it out. Switching over from the left leg to the right, creating that mirror image, popping ourselves up using that left foot as a base of support and finding where feels sore on this right side. It might be somewhere that's different to on the left leg. That's not a problem, but just take the time to roll it out. Think about some small deep rolls that are really getting into the muscle, trying to put as much downward pressure into that roller as we possibly can. A couple more seconds on this one, rolling that right hamstring. Continuing rolling up the posterior chain, we're going to now work on our left glute. So we can start with both hands tilted across to the left hand side. We're just looking to roll those butt cheek muscles on our left hand side. What we can do after we've spent a couple of seconds in this position, we can hook that right leg over, really tilting ourselves over to the left, getting in to the more external glute muscles, so our glute medius, for example. Spending again time just rolling, finding the sore areas within this sort of group of muscles and focusing the majority of your time there. Once we've spent about 45 seconds on this left hand side, we'll do the same on our right hand side. So again, pop that roller underneath your bum, bring yourself up onto your hands with both hands on your right hand side. Start with that left leg to the left of your right leg, and then once you've spent a few seconds in that position, you can then just hook that left leg across, getting into that more external glute muscles. It's an area where it is sometimes useful to roll with a lacrosse ball or a golf ball. If you do have one of those to hand, they can be a little bit more aggressive, but if you haven't, don't worry, the foam roller will work as well. Once we've spent 45 seconds on this area, we're going to spin ourselves round and we're going to look at rolling our quads, so knee to hip on this front hand side. We're going to start rolling on the left leg, so we want that roller just above our left knee. We want our right knee just out to the side, then we can bring ourselves down onto our elbows, so we're getting some more pressure through the roller. We're now looking to roll knee to hip on this front side. Again, we're not too worried about where that right knee is, we just want to make sure we're nice and stable in this position. Again, we want to externally rotate and internally rotate at the leg just to make sure we're hitting this muscle from all different angles. Once we've found that spot, spend a bit of time, usually about a couple of inches above that kneecap's going to be pretty sore, so spend some time rolling in there, trying to put some downward pressure into that roller, or just sort of driving your leg into the floor. Spending about 45 seconds on that left leg, we're now going to switch over to the right leg again, starting with that roller just above our knee. Our left knee is now going to come out to the side, and we're going to bring ourselves down onto our elbows, just meaning we can get a little bit more pressure through the roller than if we're up on our hands. Finding that sore area in your quads, we want to spend some time with those nice small deep rolls, putting that downward pressure into the roller. Again, sometimes it's useful to start with some longer rolls, sort of all the way from the knee to the hip, just to see where it does feel sore in the quad area, and then we can sort of direct our focus for the remainder of that 45-second time period. A few more seconds in this position on this muscle, and then from there we're now working up the body, so that's the lower body section complete. We're going to finish this routine off by looking at that upper body at that thoracic spine. So it's an area that can get particularly sort of stiff if we are spending a lot of time hunched over a desk, which I know a lot of you are doing at the minute. So we want to spend some time getting some extension through it, counteracting that flex position. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll that T-spine. We're going to start with the roller in our mid-back region. We're going to get about a 45-degree angle at our knees and our feet nice and flat on the floor. From there, we're going to reach around ourselves and pull those shoulder blades out of the way and lift our hips off the floor. We then want to extend over the roller, taking some nice deep breaths as we're doing so. Finding the areas in particular that feel sore. Once we find those, we can just get some side-to-side rolls in. So as we mentioned before, we want to make sure we're hitting the muscle from all different angles. Muscle is 3D obviously and not 2D. So spend the time rolling side to side, work the roller up a little bit more, and then you can again get a few little side-to-side rolls in, keeping those arm reach around yourself, getting those shoulder blades out of the way. There we have it, 45 seconds spent in that T-spine foam rolling position, and that concludes our full body foam rolling routine. So we've looked at our calves, we've looked at our hamstrings, we've looked at our glutes, our quads and our T-spine. Thanks for watching, thanks for following along. As always, if you have any questions about any of the content that we have put out there, just drop us a comment below and we'll be sure to get back to you. If you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to us on YouTube. Thanks for watching.